5 teenagers were arrested in connection to burglaries in Florida when it was revealed that the burglars stole 2 urns, thinking they were stealing drugs. The group robbed a woman's home in Silver Spring Shores and stole the ashes of her father and 2 of her dogs. The thieves thought they were stealing either heroin or cocaine, but they soon realized their mistake upon snorting the content. What exactly made them think the woman owned illegal drugs, or that she would keep them in an urn, remains a mystery. A 39-year-old man in Alliance was wanted due to driving under suspension, but ended up being arrested on charges of misuse of 911 and drug paraphernalia possession. The man, who was already a person of interest, basically gave himself up to the police after he called 911 to complain about his wife. The wife had apparently enraged him by taking his cocaine without asking first. Apparently unaware of how the legal system works, the man called the police to report that she was stealing from his illegal drug stash. The police arrived on the scene shortly, but not to arrest the alleged drug thief. Jasmine Claire gave the criminal life a go, but she was obviously not up to the task. The first lesson Claire failed to learn was that every good criminal is inconspicuous. Most of all, no one engaging in criminal activities successfully ever advertises their intention. Claire did quite the opposite when she decided to pick up a package holding 24 pounds of cocaine, driving a car with a license plate reading "Smuggler," and then checking into a hotel called the Smuggler's Inn. Claire was easily arrested by police working on a tip while they were stalking the Pizza Hut she was picking up the package at. Addiction is a powerful thing, which makes people unreasonable and downright dumb. Walter Gavere, addicted to child pornography, is the perfect example. The porn producer was arrested in his California home where the police found illegal content on his computer. Gavere was taken into custody immediately. He was sat down for an interview with the deputy police chief, with the objective being figuring out if the content found was just random. Gavere still had his cell phone on him. While sitting in an interrogation room with the deputy right across the table from him, he was downloading child porn. Obviously, he immediately destroyed any chance he ever had of defending himself from the accusations. A group of men were operating a drugs factory in South Wales. They seemed to be quite professional, using 9,000 square feet to grow cannabis in insulated boxes. The group was well organized, hiding their business from the company they rented the storage units from. The only flaw in their plan was the fact that the storage units they were using were right next door to the police. Overconfidence seems to be the greatest flaw in this operation. No matter how well you think you know the tricks of your trade, carrying out an illegal industrial-sized operation just behind police headquarters is never a good idea. A pair of shoplifters managed to make it out of Target with a whole stash of stolen DVDs. The 2 young men were very proud of themselves and, full of excitement, contemplated a career in crime. Unfortunately for them, luck was not on their side. By some incredible twist of fate, one of the shoplifters accidentally dialed 911 on the unlocked cell phone resting in his pocket. The 911 operator listening on the other side witnessed the entire conversation about the amazing crime the 2 so easily committed. The overheard bragging cut their criminal careers short. The Lakeview Police Department made an easy arrest simply by playing a game of Marco Polo with the suspect. The man arrested for trespassing caught the attention of the police when he decided to leave an El Lago restaurant without paying his bill. The man proceeded to enter a vacant building right across the street, which the police followed him into. The officer who was searching the building had quite a sense of humor and didn't expect to find the man at all. So he jokingly called out, "Marco," while looking for the suspect. Quite unexpectedly, the man gave his location away by yelling "Polo" right back at the officer. Darren Kimpton learned that timing is everything the hard way. The 49-year-old heroin addict failed at 2 attempts of robbery on the same night. The first house turned out to be too big of a challenge, and Kimpton failed to get inside. What he did do, though, was cut himself and leave his DNA on the scene. He then proceeded to attempt to burglarize another house, one that the police were already inside of over an unrelated incident. The house in question had already been robbed the same night, and the police were inside interviewing the owner when Kimpton carelessly broke in. A man attempted to rob a New York bank, armed with strong language and a toilet plunger. Deptola started yelling out obscenities and demanding bags be filled up with money. His weapon of choice was a toilet plunger he threatened the employees with. Unfortunately for him, the plunger was not intimidating enough to get him the goods, or stop anyone from calling the police. Michael Don Mitchell is a burglar who got betrayed by his empty stomach. Mitchell broke into a house and collected $87 in cash and change, taking a green reusable shopping bag and a black fleece hood as souvenirs. Apparently, he just couldn't help himself and he had to take a quick break and have a snack. In a hurry, he ate a can of ravioli. The spaghetti sauce ended up being his demise, as the stains he had around his mouth are what tipped the police off that he was exactly the man they were looking for.